Hi, I'm Joey Evans.
I'm Tom Vasel.
Today we're doing a pick six on Scrabble. This was Tom's idea because it was one of those, I thought Monopoly was hard, and then we thought Scrabble, I thought, oof.
Do you like Scrabble?
Oh, I like Scrabble a lot.
I do not.
Really?
At all. I don't like Scrabble because whoever knows more words
Vocabulary.
wins. And there's this weird fixation on the 72 words or whatever they are that are two letters that no one knows except for Scrabble.
Yeah. And you're going to not like my first pick then. But and Upwards, you probably feel the same way about.
Upwards is Scrabble, but also it goes up.
Words with Friends. I'm sure you like that. So, okay, so we're going to go back and forth. And these are pretty much games that Scrabble, if you like Scrabble, it's great. But this is kind of to branch out and discover more games. Now, a lot of times we pick one or two mechanics from the game or the theme and come out. But this is a bit of a unique game that it's got a couple really focused on it. So I will go first. You go first?
Yeah.
My first one is Paperback. Paperback was
Why would I disagree with Paperback?
Well, because this one, it does come down to who has the biggest vocabulary.
It does not. Go ahead and continue your positive.
Really?
Paperback has half knowing words and half
Deck building.
game mechanisms. It's very good in that regard. You're building a deck of cards, and you'll pick some letters, even though that might not be a good letter for the words, but because it gives you some cool ability. Paperback is my number one pick, but he stole it.
I did. That was my immediate response is I get Paperback.
There you go.
Because it does incorporate also deck building. So you'll learn deck building as you learn that. And I think for me, it's one of the closest to Scrabble because it could be 50-50, but I mean, it does lean on your vocabulary on this one.
Side note, you can also get Hardback. They're very similar games.
Right. Yeah.
One is just, no, they're actually different games.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to build upwards in complexity. So,
Oh, no.
This is the farthest from Scrabble, and
Okay.
that's Taple. So Taple's a game you can buy anywhere. And when I was thinking about games of Scrabble, I'm thinking about making words of letters. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of word games out there that I'm not going to put on. Like you just mentioned, Paperback.
Yeah.
This, though, is you just picking words that start with a letter. So I'll give you a category, fruit, and then you have this device. And I press O and I say orange. I pass it to you. You say A, apple. We keep going back and forth till someone can't think of a word. The timer runs out. Ha, ha, ha. That's the game. It's simple. It's for kids. It's for everyone. And I can beat Scrabble players with it.
It's fantastic. It's one of those that I think it's on our party game shelf because I don't think it's just for kids. I think it's for...
Oh, well, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm saying kids can play it.
Right.
But it's like $10 if you look hard enough. I mean, it's everywhere. That's an easy game to get.
Yeah, and there's a lot of plastic in it. You might want to say, no, pass on that, but it's good. Give it a try if you haven't.
I like it, but it's the easiest one.
It is. All right, so my next one goes up to, I thought about just one, but instead of just one, I'm going to go blank slate. Blank slate is one. Have you played this one? Mm-hmm. Pretty much it just has a blank and then a word. Like you have blank potato, and everybody was going to write down either baked, mashed, sweet. Nobody should write sweet. But you all write all those, and you want to match.
Oh, we're so in sync there.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Sweet
any
potatoes
sense.
are the devil.
They're
Anyway,
horrible.
continue.
All right, so you want to match really one other person. You match several people, you get a point. If you only match one and one, then you're going to get 3. If you match nobody, you get 0. So it's really fun. And all of these, I think, they're word games as well as, I think, great icebreakers and the way to get people to know each other that don't know each other, which is where a lot of these games shine for me. That's blank slate.
All right, my next one is Word on the Street.
I have not played this one.
So Word on the Street is a team game. And what you do is in front of you, in the middle of the table, there is all the letters of the alphabet except the vowels. Or in the kids' version, the vowels are included.
Okay.
And then you draw a card and it will give you a category, like food. So I'll say spaghetti. So then the S tile moves 1 space towards me. The P moves 1 space towards me. The T, though, moves 2 spaces towards me. And if I ever get the letter far enough, we get it. The first team to get 5 letters wins. So on your turn, you're trying to think of a word that brings as many letters to you as possible, but you're also like, they're about to win the S. Can you think of a word with 2 S's? Let's pull that S back. So it's like 21 tug of wars going on back and forth. It's a really great team-based game, and the whole team, you just have a short amount of time, quick pick a word, all right, and then start pulling the tiles.
Oh, once those words are on your side, they're off the board.
Yeah, once a letter comes off to your side, it's off,
The
and that letter doesn't count anymore. So it gets trickier as the game goes by.
And then you just count up who has the most letters.
No, the first team to get, I think, 5 letters wins.
Oh, okay.
And then in a kids version, vowels also count.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's really good. It's also in our library.
All right. I have not heard of that one. That sounds good. All right. My next one is a newer game. This one is called Letter Jam. Letter Jam, I know you played the Letter Jam.
Delicious.
It's so jam is so good. But Letter Jam is pretty much if you mixed Scrabble with headbands, I guess. But so you can't see your own letter and it's sitting there in front of you and you're going to look at all the other letters and everyone's going to say, "Hey, I can make a word with 4 letters." Somebody else says 5, 6, and whatever. And then you're going to go, whoever has the most letters, they're going to put it out and tell you how many or what location those letters are in that word. But it's also co-op. So everyone's working together to go through all the letters in front of you, which makes this a little bit different in playing a co-op game. And Letter Jam is one that I think I enjoyed more than I thought I would when I first played it.
This is easily the thinkiest game on our lists here.
I agree.
It is very difficult to win. You have to be in sync, but you're thinking of clever words with the letters you can see. Has great components, too.
It does. It does. And the tokens, and it's really fun to go back and forth when someone's like, "I can get a 9-letter word," and you're like, "There's no way. I want to hear what, I want to see what that is."
I've never seen that. He plays with smarter people than
I do. I've never seen this. Just there's an example. All right, so that's Letter Jam.
All right, my last one here is Wordcraft. This is the newest one on the list. Wordcraft is a game that has a bunch of letters out, and you'll place a certain number of letters. They're in different colors, like the vowels are green. You'll have 2 vowels, 4 consonants, and at the top you'll have 2 difficult letters like Q and J or whatever.
Okay.
So I think there's a total of 5, 8, 10 letters out on the board, up to 26. Then you're just going to take turns on your turn saying a word, and then each time you use that letter, you put a cube on the card. And it's like area control. You're trying to win those cards. The ones with Q and Z are worth more points. But there's also bonus objectives next to the board that says if you start it with a vowel and end it with a weird letter, you put a cube on that card too. And at the end of the game, that will give you Vuku points based on how many cubes you put on it. So it's a mix of area control. Like my family, I played it with my wife and my 2 daughters who all are smarter than me. And I whooped them. Not because they knew more words than I did, but I was thinking about the area control part of it.
Right.
So I managed to pull it off just by a smidge. But I like that. And it's the same thing I like about Paperback. The idea of knowing words and playing an interesting game. And that's why I'm not as big a fan of Scrabble, because I think the knowing words part is there.
Right.
But the game is okay. But even if you love Scrabble, and that's fine. I'm not trying to I don't like it, but I get why lots of people like it. These are 6 other games I think you might like.
Exactly. And if you know any other ones, put them in the comments below. But we do these Pick Sixes on our Dice Tower channel, so check those out for other games because it's great to branch them out and to get other games in your library to try. So, all right, so that was Pick 6. I'm Joy Evans.
I'm TOMVASEL.
Hey, it's a V. It's a big letter.
Yeah, it is. It's a hard letter.
Thanks, guys. Bye.